Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a project painting update or a pan over purchase update really. If you missed my last project painting update video, I will link that in the description for you. Essentially, I quit all of my projects except for pan over purchase, and I kind of go into detail as to why I decided to do that. So if you missed it, be sure you check out that video so that you're all caught up with my game plan. Since that video, I have joined one project panning Project Pan. I joined Project Huda Beauty, which I will also link in the description. I've done the introduction for that, and I've been working on those projects. So I will link that in the description as well. I am going to keep the Project Huda Beauty and then the pan over purchase updates separate for now, because I want to do some different stuff with that. Also, I have my windows open because this room is so freaking hot, so that's why there's a breeze. But yeah, so if you're interested in what I've been panning, what I've been emptying, be sure to stay tuned. If you're new here, hey, hello, my name is Megan. Be sure to subscribe before you leave. Also, if you like this video, if you like project panning, if you like me, be sure to hit the big thumbs up button. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so I am going to do just like a brief recap on what pan over purchase is for those of you that are new here. I'll insert our Steph and I's little clip here. My friend Steph and I co-created pan over purchase. Essentially the whole purpose of this project is to be on an extreme low buy. In doing so, we're really focusing on what we have in our collections, and we're using pans and empties to gain points back for potential purchases. So that's like the kind of overall essence of them. We update these every month, and the total is like a running total. So for my last update, I did hit 16 pans. I had 4 empties for a total of 20. I did not earn a new purchase, but I still think that was an amazing month. You have to have 25 items, whether that be pans or empties collectively, to earn yourself a new purchase. You do get to start out with 3 freebies because we wanted this to be more inclusive to people who maybe didn't want to go on as low of a buy that we did, or weren't as experienced in like panning or using up makeup. Disclaimers essentially are that, like, you know, this is only makeup based, no like skincare or hair care products. And then samples don't count, but minis do. I had all the things inserted here. I also have slides up on my IG if you want to view them a little bit closer for the rules. It's a really simple project, and so far I feel like I've been really successful at it. And it's also really helped me to just narrow down my collection. You guys, by focusing on what I already have, I've been able to rotate through my stash, find expired product I don't like, product that doesn't work for me, products that I would rather just give to a new home because I'm not going to use them because they're not like my favorite. So I've really been able to do a lot of that, and I feel like that's made this project successful for me already. I had a huge declutter that I will link in the description, and then I already have a pretty nice stack of other items that I will be decluttering as well. So if anything, this has just really helped me revamp and curate my collection, and I'm so glad that we started it and that we are doing it, honestly. So far, I have not used any of my purchases. I did use my cash back on my Sephora gift card to buy a Natasha Denona mini palette. That's something that you can do on this if you have like a gift card or rewards. That doesn't count as a purchase because I know like over at Ulta, I have a lot of rewards money. And if I want to use that to buy something, then that's fine. I can. That doesn't count. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. So let's get into what I have done this month. I really enjoy putting these in collages, but as I hit like because I like the way it looks when I have 9. So if I have more than 9, they're going to be fit in here separately. So first, I want to talk about the pans that I hit. This is during the month of February. I was able to hit 8 pans, which I feel like is really good. I thought February would be a lot slower just because in January I was really working off a lot of the headway or dedication that I had in December. So I thought this month would be a little bit slower, and it was a little slower, but it was still like a substantially great month. So I'm going to insert the photo here, and the top 3 shades that I hit pan in were from my BH Cosmetics Sweatin' in Switzerland palette. I know I talked about that in my last update. I hit those 3 pans, and then I just decided that, you know, this palette doesn't perform well. I have a lot other like palettes and makeup that just work better, and I didn't want to reach for it anymore. So after I hit these pans, I did feel comfortable enough to go ahead and declutter that. Those pans were pretty, like, fairly shallow, so it didn't take a whole lot of work to hit them. And to be clear, I loved that palette. Mine was just old, so I think the formula was going off, and I was really struggling with the matte, so that's kind of what happened there. But I was glad that I was able to hit several pans in it before I decluttered it. The next pan is in the Half Caked blush. This one's in the shade, I believe it was like You Or So last summer. I was able to hit pan in that. I used the hell out of this when I first got it. Then it kind of went to the wayside. Then I rotated it into my Shop My Stash because I was like, it has to be close to pan. And it was. I used it a handful of times before I hit pan. So that was another item. 2 more really exciting pans down at the bottom are going to be in my Phytosurgeon Spectral Shine. This one is in the shade Mirrored Moonlight, and it's the lightest shade that I have. It's one that it really only works for me during the winter time, and even then it's still a smidge light for my preference. But that's why I wanted to bring it out during the winter to really get some use out of it. Since this photo, I have expanded the pan quite a bit because the pan that I hit when I took this, it was so tiny. Like, y'all are gonna have to squint to see it. It's a teeny tiny pan. And then the last item in this collage that I hit pan on was the Phytosurgeon's eyeshadow. This one's in the shade Velvet Leaf. This is the one that I use all the time. I use it the most. It did have like a bit of a pocket in it, which is why I think I was able to hit the pan because of the way it's like sliced. I think there was a pocket and my bristle just happened to hit it right, but pan's a pan. So I'm gonna take it. So I was able to hit pan on that product, which is really exciting because I was like, oh, it's close, but I didn't know if I would be able to hit it or not, and I did. So that was really exciting. The next pan, and this one I figured was coming, is from the Bobbi Brown Corrector. I love this. It's such a good one. And this pan was freaking deep. Like, it literally was so deep. But I was able to hit pan in that, and I was really excited because I thought I was going to hit pan in it for like a week and a half before it actually happened. It took so long. But yeah, I really do love that product, and it's still something that I keep in rotation. The next item was a little bit of a surprise. It is in the Patrick Ta Major Dimension palette, and well, it was a surprise because I wasn't planning on using that palette that much, and then I ended up using it for like a week straight because I just wanted to, and I love it. So I was able to hit this pan right here, and then I have like a really nice dip going in this shade. So I might be pulling this out a little bit more over the next couple weeks. It's one that I really love it. And I know this one was pretty hit or miss for a lot of people, but I've had a really good experience. I've created gorgeous looks. I love the formulas. So I am happy that I picked it up, and I was really excited about that pan. So yeah, I was able to hit 8 pans like I mentioned. And then I also had 3 empties. The first one is from Tarte Cosmetics. It's their double-ended Tarteist eyeliner situation. I really love this. It lasted forever. And then because I emptied this, I did do an eyeliner repurchase. What I ended up picking up is the KVD. They had like a duo that was on sale, so I picked that up with a black and a brown, and that was my replacement. I then, sorry, I don't know what's happening right now. I'm like choking on my own spit. But the next item is the e.l.f. Cosmetics Instant Brow Lift. This is my holy grail. I emptied this one and I picked up 2 more because I only have 2 left in my stash, and I always want to make sure that I never run out of it, so I always have this on hand, and they're like $3 and they're so good. I mean, I think my brows look good, if you don't, but I think they look good and I love it. It's so affordable. And then my last empty was the Urban Decay De-Slick. Didn't really enjoy this, didn't hate it, didn't love it, wouldn't repurchase it, wouldn't recommend it. I'm kind of on a no setting spray train right now. Sorry. My neighbors have a donkey and it's normally loud, but since I have the windows open, it's like hella loud, so nice. I live in the middle of nowhere, okay? I'm trying to think what I was even saying. Yeah. Oh man. Struggling. And I'm kind of like on a no setting spray train right now. I only have 1 left in my collection, and once I finish it, I don't think I'll repurchase one for a while, just because I'm not that into it. It's just like meh. So yeah, so 3 empties, which brings me to, I had a total of 11 points this update, which gives me overall from January and February, I now have 31 points, which scores me a purchase. So I have 1 total purchase earned. I used 0 purchases. I did make some replacement orders this round. Like I got a concealer, eyeliner, eyebrow pencil, and then I bought something with my rewards points. So I did have items come in, but they weren't like a purchase per se. So I earned 1 purchase. I used 0 of my purchases, and now I have a total of 4 purchases left on like freebies or whatever I just want to buy stuff on. I do have my eye on some things, and I have felt impulses, and when I do, I've popped on and gone live on my Instagram and done a look or something like that to just like completely distract from the fact that I want to get on and buy makeup. That's kind of what I've been doing, or reorganizing or swatching or whatever, because I have had like the temptations. I do have my eye not really on anything like new, just because like nothing new is really catching my eye. I'm kind of have my eye on like the e.l.f. Powder foundation, but I have 2 powder foundations in my collection right now, so I really need to finish one of those first. And then yeah, everything else that's kind of on my list is an item that's been around for a while, and I'm really like trying to hold off on making a purchase because my friend Becca and I, we do a wish list swap every other month. So like I am gonna be getting stuff off my wish list, and I have to be patient for it. I should be getting one here in a week or so. So yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at. But I am like really proud because normally I have stuff coming in all the time, and like I do still have like PR stuff coming in, but a lot of that lately hasn't been good, and so I haven't even kept it for myself. Just being honest there, it just hasn't really been what I thought it would be. But yeah, so I think that I'm doing a really good job. I might even do like a 6-month inventory just to see how much my collection has dwindled. If you're interested, I did do inventory reels over on IG as well, and those have the numbers of where everything started. But yeah, that's kind of just a long-winded update for you guys. But yeah, I'm really loving this project, and I'm really loving the freedom that I have to rotate through things and use what I want. I really just feel like I needed this break after last year, because last year I went so freaking hard, you guys. So yeah, I'm just feeling super good about it. But if you like this video, if you like me, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And thank you guys so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Let me know how your project painting is going in the comments, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.